morning, children. Today is Tuesday, and we are going to continue to learn more about the weather. You learned yesterday that we need to know what the weather is like every day so that we can prepare our activities or even the clothes that we wear. Do you like rainy days? Do you like it when it's raining? Or no? When it rains, we need to wear like jackets or cardigans. And we can't play outside or we cannot go outside. But have you ever wondered where the rain comes from? Why is the water up there in the sky? Today, we are going to learn how rain is formed through this experiment. Are you ready? Okay, let's do it. Today, we are going to make an experiment that is called rain in a jar. We are going to make rain in this jar. So these are the materials that we would need. So we need a clear jar, hot water. Be careful with the hot water. You can ask mommy or daddy if you want to do this activity at home. You ask mommy and daddy to help you with the hot water and some ice over here. Okay, so before we start with our activity, you have to remember or you have to put in mind that the sun plays a very important part in making rain happen. If there is no sun, without the sun, there will be no rain either. So we pretend that the water over here, can you see that water? So the water over here is the water that comes, is the water from the sea or from the lake, okay? So now when the sun shines very brightly, what do you think will happen to this water? It becomes very hot. So now we are going to pour some hot water over there in a jar, like maybe just half of it. Yeah, so we're going to the sun makes the water in the sea or in the ocean really hot. Okay, so the water here becomes hot. Now, so that we will just see what it feels like up there in the ocean or in the sky, it usually feels colder. So we are going to put the ice up over there. Now we have to wait for a while and see what will happen to this experiment. What do you think will happen to the hot water over here? Okay, let's wait maybe for 5 minutes and we'll see what happens next. Let's take a closer look at our rain in a jar experiment. So remember, this is the water down here that's from the rivers or ocean, and then the sun makes it hot. And then what happened to the hot water? Some of it evaporates. Can you say evaporation? Evaporation. So evaporation means when this hot water goes up. Because a while ago, did you see this water a while ago? No, on the surface, no, there's no water over here. It was very clear. But now, look at it. Look at that. Can you see these droplets of water? These droplets of water, when it goes up in the sky, what it feels like over there, it is colder than down here. Yeah, so it's a little bit colder over here. That's why Miss Raya put an ice over there on top. So now when some of the water evaporates, we can't see it when it evaporates because it is very tiny and it turns into gas. Now when it is cold, when it is combined with the cold air or it's in a cold place, it forms into tiny droplets of water. Look at these tiny droplets of water. So because it's colder and it's colder, these tiny droplets of water, they move closer to each other. Can you see? Are they closer to each other? Yes, they are really closer to each other. Look, they are all together, and this forms clouds. This is what happens up in the sky. So these tiny droplets of water form or move closer to each other to form clouds. Can you see? Cool. And then now, as they form clouds, still a lot of water evaporates up in the sky. It will continuously evaporating. This water evaporates, and then it continuously makes tiny particles of water up in the sky to form clouds. Now, when the clouds has lots of these tiny particles, the clouds wouldn't be able to carry it all. Then what will the clouds do? What will the clouds do? Look at all these tiny droplets of water that form clouds, that are in the clouds. Now the clouds cannot carry them anymore. The clouds will let go of these droplets of water as rain. See? It will let go of this water as rain, and you call that precipitation. When they move closer to each other like this, the tiny droplets of water forming clouds, that is called condensation. Can you say condensation? Big words, right? This is called condensation. When they form into small particles of water and they move closer to each other. Then after that, when the clouds cannot carry these droplets of water anymore, when they are too heavy, then the clouds will let go of these tiny droplets of water, and that is rain. And that is how rain is formed. That is called precipitation. Right? So this is our simple experiment on how water is formed, and it's continuous. See? So when it rains, it will go down again to the oceans and to the seas and to the lakes, and then the sun will shine again, and then the water becomes hot. It will go up again. It will evaporate again, and then after that, it will form clouds. That is called condensation. And then when the clouds can't carry these droplets of water anymore, the clouds will let go of it, and then it will rain, or it will precipitate. So that is what you call a water cycle. It is a cycle. It is continuous. So it's the same cycle that happens over and over again. So that's our experiment for today. If you guys want to do this one, make sure that you ask mommy or daddy's help for the hot water. Okay? To help you with the hot water. Alright, I hope you learned something with our experiment today. Yeah? Watch the adventure of this little raindrop in our next video. See you later during our Zoom live.